What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Nice. I got up pretty early. I had a half day today at work. I do every Friday, so I was done at 11. But I've just been like doing errands and cleaning the apartment since then. Hey, Murdaka. How's it going? Yeah, half Friday today. Hope I learned something new here. No promises. Not really doing anything too crazy. Right now, I was just updating one of my sites. I'll make that live later though. Hmm. It's a new project I want to do. It's a quick, fun project that I've just kind of been putting off. Um, just for fun. But not sure. Checking my to-do list right now. Oh wait, I have to add one more thing to this. Um, If you're gonna learn JavaScript, I would not use the framework at first for one. Um, and I actually last week I just wrote an article about learning JavaScript. If you want to go check it out, there's some links there with books that I recommend. There's 2 books there that I would recommend that you grab if you want to go check that out. It's on my blog, blog.cortez.us. Yeah, I would recommend just not using a framework at first for one. Um, it just kind of hinders this. I think the same thing for any code. Like you should learn it vanilla at first, and then use frameworks later because understanding the foundation is really important. Um, just blog.cortez.us, how I learned code. I'll put it in the chat. If you go down there, there's a link at the bottom that'll take you to the Medium that has all the. I'll just link the Medium too, just because I was too lazy to put all the links, since it's obviously easy to put links on Medium. Yeah, no problem. Hope you enjoy it. Um, New job has been really good overall. Um, it's exhausting, which is why I haven't been able to stream during the week as much. Like I stream some games just because like that's easier to stream, obviously. But yeah, I've been having to get up at like 5:30 every morning, and then I work from 7 to 5, and not to mention the commute is like 35-40 minutes each way. So by the end of the day, I'm like exhausted. Um, Hoping to kind of get used to that schedule and be able to start streaming during the week again. But I'm gonna try and stream games sometimes, just because that's what I do. So I'd rather get a stream of games than no streams at all. Um, but yeah, in terms of stuff I'm doing there, it's a lot of fun. Um, it's a lot. It's very different because I've never experienced having to make like my work, but have a CMS behind it that is like client accessible. And since it's an agency, obviously that's a necessity. So I haven't done like a full on site yet, but I've been doing kind of little features here and there and helping to do some improvements to some of their existing stuff. So, like I did today and yesterday, I did some really cool liquid templates that does like sorting and everything like that, um, which is really fun. Just like a fun little project. And then besides that, I've been doing a lot of illustration for them. Because my first like full on client project, I start this Thursday. We have our first meeting. Um, I'm going to start getting tasks for that. It's like a redesign of a client site. And so I'm excited for that. And then yeah, so besides that, I've just been doing a lot of illustration work, working on some icon stuff that I'll be sharing next week. It's cool because now I can share most of my work on Dribbble as opposed to Satchel, where I wasn't able to share anything. So I'm excited about that, to be able to share that stuff. And then also working on some small like iOS app stuff, like making an icon. That's the first thing I need to do next week. Doing icons, splash pages, home pages for iOS stuff. So not really too much just yet. More just small tasks that I've been working on, just because obviously it's very new. So I'm trying to get acquainted with the people I work with, the process that they have already set up, and everything like that. So just kind of slowly getting into it and getting used to it. It's kind of weird because most of my teammates are remote. I only have one person that works on the design team, and then the rest of the people there are like obviously all the marketing and business stuff and sales, and then like 2 or 3 developers. So just getting used to everything. Um, yeah, I kind of rambled on a bit, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing there. Overall, it's good though. I'm enjoying it a lot. Besides the commute and the hours really aren't bad because I like working in the morning anyways, so I don't really mind it. And the half day Fridays are really good, but yeah, I'd just say the commute kind of sucks. But I've been like listening to podcasts and stuff, so not too bad. Yeah, they do web, like websites. They do iOS applications. I'm not sure about Android. Um, and then what's cool is they have their own, I guess, projects for lack of a better word. Like their CMS is like custom made that they made themselves, and they're like trying to work on selling it. Not selling it, but like getting customers to use it and like selling usage rights to other marketing agencies and digital agencies. So I haven't worked on it yet, and my dogs are playing. I haven't worked on it yet, but I'm hoping to provide some product design work on that side of things. They're really excited to have somebody that has worked a lot on product. So probably get me on that stuff in between client work. So again, I haven't started working on it yet, but they like it. It's really awesome for me because I work on I know how to do so many different things, and I like working on so many different things. So that's pretty much what they're doing for me. Like I'm going between uh, web design, web development. They work in browser, which is what I like to do. I do a lot of illustration work, which I love illustration work, and I want to do more of it. Um, I did like 8-bit pixel art. I'm not sure if you saw that on Dribbble, but for a T-shirt. So just doing a vast amount of things, which is what I like. I like improving in many different areas, so it's just a lot of fun for me. Yeah, they do some pretty cool stuff, and there's some really talented people there. Okay, let me finish this now. Oh, I forgot to ask how your school stuff is going, Aaron, because I know you just got back. So how's everything been so far? I saw you were working on Livtra last night, so that's good to see. I'm kind of stuck on my stuff, to be honest, which is why I haven't been doing much in terms of that stuff. Oh, nice. Good luck with that. Let me know how that goes. My girlfriend's getting here soon, so my dogs are probably gonna freak out. And I have no way to mute because I'm not using my mic. So just a heads up for you guys using headphones. Okay. Oh, cool. How's that been going, Cody? Apparently not well, as I can tell by that face. I'm just checking my to-do list. That's why I'm on my phone. So I think I want to start the new project. I know I'm not going to get very far before my girlfriend gets here, but can at least get started on it. It's just a small thing, but did I even start it? Let me see. Let me check before I make another project on it. Oh, I did start it actually. I remember. Pretty sure I did it in React too. Yeah. Okay. So pretty much everything that's in here has to go, but at least I don't have to start the project over. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited for us to get back on Livtra stuff. Um, I think I've done like everything I could on the app side of things. I need to start on marketing stuff, but I think I kind of want to wait for like the very last thing to do that because um, I think I told you, but I want to use a lot of the app screenshots and gifs that like explain and like show the app on the marketing site. So I was kind of putting it off until we were a little bit further in that. Why is this freaking out? Web programming class. I feel like you're pretty ahead on that stuff. My dogs are just looking out the window. They're waiting for my girlfriend, and then they're gonna start barking as usual. Cool, man. Yeah, no rush. Just let me know. It's already September though. I just realized that. So hopefully we can get something out by the end of this month. We'll see. Slate Creative, I would not use Bootstrap ever. Bootstrap is horrible. Basically, what it is, it's just a CSS and I think JavaScript framework. But it's mainly a CSS framework / library that lets you code faster. I would kind of stray away from that though until you're comfortable with CSS. It seems like you're very new, so I wouldn't use that yet. But as you do get more comfortable with CSS, I recommend Tachyons. That's what I use for everything, and it's a lot more focused than Bootstrap is, and the file size is like way better, and it's better for responsive layouts and browser support, and the main thing is like smaller file size, so it's a lot easier for people to load your site, which is a very important thing because obviously you don't want your site to load very slowly. So I recommend staying away from Bootstrap. And then I use Tachyons when you feel more comfortable with CSS. I'd probably give it another at least month or two before you start looking into that stuff, because if you're using a framework without learning the basics first, then you're kind of inhibiting yourself for later. It's better to learn the foundations of things first and then use frameworks to help you just work faster, not necessarily I don't know the right word that I'm looking for, but like I think that makes sense. Like, you know, you don't want to rely on a framework and then when somebody takes away the framework, you can't work without it. You want to be able to know your foundation of things before you use a framework to help. These frameworks should just help you work faster, not you shouldn't rely on them pretty much. Starting out with HTML and CSS, oh man. You should show them React, see what they say. I bet you they're probably going to teach you like really old practices too. Hopefully not, but I feel like that's kind of the what most design schools, or if they're teaching any web stuff, it's usually outdated by a lot. Yeah, how many things does this need to install? Thank you. when my girlfriend gets here, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Just a heads up, because my dogs are gonna be barking and everything. So I know you guys don't want to deal with that. Man, this is old. It's gonna be a little bit different than what I'm thinking to do now, but it's not that bad. It's definitely old though. We're gonna scrap all this. Bootstrap, other frameworks. Yeah, you can. It's just the main thing for responsiveness is media queries, as you'll learn about. Um, there's a lot of things that contribute to making sites that work on all different formats. But yeah, you can do it with just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You don't need frameworks because those frameworks are all made in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's not anything different. It's just like already there for you, so it helps you work faster, but you don't need it. Like, see, this like changes formats depending on the size in HTML and CSS. So you don't need frameworks to make it responsive. You can do that in normal HTML and CSS and whatnot. Yeah, man, I feel you. That's how I was in school. I felt really ahead of what they were teaching us, but I just kind of had to put up with it. Okay, I don't think I'll need animate.css. I'm not sure why I have that, but I'll leave it for now. We're gonna delete all this because I have a different idea of what I want to do. And then header and footer we can leave because obviously it's going to need a header and a footer. But other stuff I don't need because I'm scrapping that. So would a site changing layout format? No. No, you don't need JavaScript for any of that stuff. Honestly I don't know much JavaScript. I'm still pretty beginner when it comes to JavaScript. I kind of skipped a lot, which is why I'm advising you not to skip and rely on frameworks and stuff like that. But no, you don't need any JavaScript or jQuery to make something work responsive. That's to do interactions. Your HTML is your basic skeleton. Your CSS is what styles that skeleton. So all the colors, shadows, sizing, things like that, layout. And then JavaScript is like interacting, like submitting information, like in inputs and forms, things like that. Interacting with data, interacting with when people click on things. But this whole thing you're seeing here, it's just output into HTML and CSS. There's not really any JavaScript here that's going on. Behind the scenes there is because of how I'm doing things, but you don't need it. This is something completely different. You don't need to worry about any of this right now. So you're fine with just HTML and CSS. Yeah, no problem, man. Always happy to answer questions on stream or on Twitter or anything. I know how it is when you're first starting out, so feel free to ask anything. What is this? Did I put this anywhere yet? Oh, it was on the About page, probably. I actually kind of like this page. I like this, testimonials. Yeah, it's just HTML and CSS. I have to remember these. I guess I won't delete the about for now. Just so I can get those testimonials. Man, I remember when I was first building this. It feels like it was so long ago. Okay. So I'll put this back. I need testimonial too. Well, looks like I can't delete anything. And I put that in the wrong spot. I should have double checked before. I forgot. I just had completely forgotten that I did that about page. There you go. So that's fine for now. The laptop died. No problem. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that stuff. You just learn it as you go, man. It's just a lot of it's a lot of work, but it just takes time to learn. My girlfriend is actually here, so I actually need to end this stream. She was just taking the MCAT, so I want to talk to her for a bit. But probably stream sometime this weekend or something. Just follow me on Twitter. Keep up with me there, because like I said, the streams are going to be a little spotty for now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for coming out. And sorry for the short stream, but had some stuff come up. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.